Peace to the gods, peace to the earths, peace to the positive people out there in the universe. INFMEGA here, right back at you. Took a trip out to CLR Nation to build the God-born king.
Yeah, we right here in the market right now, you know, out front of Retro Heads. You know, me, my young boy spot here where we, you know, we do some retro gear, we flip it and we sell it, you know. You already know what it is. Yeah, you know, peace to God, INFMEGA out here. You know what I mean? We in here, True Cypher. We in here, True Cypher, right here in the market. Gonna show the God around a little bit, get some righteous God to read. And yeah, we do it like that, you know what I'm saying? Peace to God.
The God is definitely doing his duty, connecting with the youths on all types of levels.
This kid they picked up is just a fan of Raz. And he wants knowledge to sell because he's been listening to Raz's music and he wants to know what the gods and earths is about. I never met this kid before. I don't know him. I have to go connect with him right now and see what's good, you know?
I'm like a Raz Fresco, but like in my own style, like in my own way. You know what I mean? So I mean, like, I do music obviously, but like that's not only the only thing I'm about. I'm about knowledge too. I'm about wisdom too. And because of what I've gone through and what I know is going on and what I want to see in my future, that's all I'm about.
It's funny how I met Raz, cause my oldest son Noah, you know, my young God, just like this young brother, they always listening to him, and I was just like, damn, this kid, you know, pumping all this retro shit, and I'm like, yo, this shit sounds just like the 90s, all the shit I used to listen to. I'm like, who's this kid? And my son was telling me about him, like, yo, this kid is dope. He's next to Blow in the city, this, that, and the third. And it just so happens I met him at a show, like maybe about, I don't know, like about 5 years ago. And yeah, I introduced myself. And then when he found out, you know, I was the God and all that, it was kind of like he was looking for that. Like he already knew what it was because he was been a fan of Akiin, Big Daddy Kane, all of that old school shit. He's been embodiment. So when he kind of met me and was like, oh word, oh you the God, oh you guys are out here like that, okay, boom. It was just like a quick marriage, and it was dope because my son was turning 16. And for his 16th party, I bought Raz at a surprise, and he lost his mind.
Oh wow!
And it was for a 16th party. Raz came through, rocked it. It was crazy.
Peace to Cee God for coming all the way from Montreal to add on with me.
It's all about you.
Yeah.
Indeed.
When you understand that you are the true and living God, when you understand that you are the God, you're capable now looking at any books and see yourself in it. Any of it.
Yeah.
Any of it. When I used to read the Quran when I was a Muslim, I used to see, oh, Allah will guide you, Allah will forever forgive you, blah, blah, blah. But now, when I'm reading the Quran, it's different. Now I have to learn to forgive myself. I have to learn to guide myself. I'm not depending on nobody anymore to do that for me anymore, because I understand that I'm the one that has to do it.
Then we went and picked up the God I Power, aka Raz Fresco.
Man, we here, CLR Nation, you know. Guys is in the way, we about to go to my educated born king's rest and, you know, build, vibe out, you know, steel sharpen steel, a little bit of that, you know, a little bit of the young build with the old, and all of that, you know.
Okay.
Get a queen, you know, some brothers out here from now why, you know, INFMEGA.
Peace.
You know what I'm saying? INFMEGA.
So, this is Brother Troy Living. I just met him online. I mean, he could, you know, he could build for himself.
Peace.
He's a good brother. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Boy, he's a cool dude still. He's a cool dude, man.
So how did you come in contact with him?
Well, shit. I came in contact with him online, to be honest, but you know what I mean? You saw me to come back in. I came around the ends and then, you know, from that was it, you know?
Okay. Yeah, we go through a little later. I'm gonna put you all on the spot right now.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope.
I did the beat shit really.
Oh, you produce this joint right here?
Yeah, all this, everything I'm playing right now.
Everything's on
I record myself.
Yourself?
You
Yes.
record yourself and produce yourself.
Hey man, you gotta be the maker and the owner, you feel me?
That's big facts. Big facts.
Original man.
I got 4 rings and a zombie whip. Ain't got no brain. Go in my mouth. Go. While you outside, go in the house.
God is definitely creatively versatile with his music.
I don't think I've seen this, nah.
Some new shit. This is the intro off 410 North. Video for this is called Actual Name and shit, you feel me? Call me by my actual name, Allah, you feel me? Arm, leg, arm, head.
Garbage, call me by my actual
Name, Allah, and my honorable name. It came from a dream. Arm, leg, arm, head, peep the anatomy. Mortal Kombat with the rap, this fatality. Burn kush like they burn books of the ancient black scientists. We could get deep with you simple. I take my time with it. Make them hope. You feel me?
Yes, there's Storm.
It's that real shit, man. I be having bangers and shit too, you know? Like,
That's some, you know, that's some Joey Badass type shit, you know? But it's unique, you know?
and then hold on, I'll play another joint too. Fuck that, this is so good.
On this particular night, we built for hours on everything from supreme mathematics to the solar facts and everything in between.
Easy way to teach the youth, and with the mathematics and alphabets, like once you understand that, a young person can go through these lessons and draw up the understanding.
Peace to the Queen Ruby for her vegan meals and desserts. It definitely was well received. Peace to the young God, son of man, for taking time out of his busy schedule to add on with me and show and prove that he knows his lessons. Peace to the God, Saladine, for coming through and adding on with me. Peace to Akiin, understanding, for showing, proving the signs of the yellow seed. Peace to the almighty Shing Shing regime for coming through and adding on as well. There definitely is a lot to draw up from this trip to see Allah's nation. Toronto kind of reminds me of Now Why City. In this particular area, Medina, Brooklyn comes to mind. Kind of like Williamsburg or Bushwick, with the art so prominently put on the property. While I was out here, Canada was just a few days away from legalizing weed. Well, we will draw that up at a later point of this video. Born King took me to the spot where they shot the arm, leg, arm, head video, and I met the brother that painted the universal flag for the video. He added on how that came about.
My name is Gene 1, and me, rapper, MC, God, I mean, building, man. I did this flag like when I first started getting knowledge. You know, I came around, met the dog, Born King. I heard that they were doing a video shoot, and I was like, yo, why don't we get a rooftop? I mean, choose a spot. We could do like a live kind of thing of the flag, you know. So this kind of just came. You know what I mean? It just kind of happened.
Giving them lessons no college could give them. Like for example, see my God, he ain't no mystery. The misery we live in, cause them devils changed our history.
I was about to start getting knowledge, and like, you know, I was just inspired by all the people I started meeting, and you know, just came up here at a great time. Met like a lot of different brothers that day. It was a little cold, like today was around the same time, around the 50th anniversary, October 10th. So you know, yeah, that was the whole inspiration, was just the celebration that was going on. To come around and be a part of it was just a good time.
Say that cause a lot of time to create. Right in exact, dog. Yeah.
I haven't gotten that far in the degrees, right? But just based on like the, you know, how it's divided at every point, from my understanding, you know, there's a certain aspect of each point represents a chunk of degrees, if I'm correct.
No, well, do you know the basic elements of it? Do you know what the 7 represents? Do you know what the moon represents, the star represents?
Yeah, pretty much, you know, the 7 is representative of man, right? God, you know, 7 in the center, and then you have, you know, moon, which is, you know, earth, right behind the 7, and you have the stars, right? So you have sun, moon, and stars all in one, and you know, it's kind of just an emblem to represent all 3 of those: knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, right?
Knowledge, wisdom, cipher, congruence, understand my culture, the truest. The chosen few, rose a few over hungry oceans, giving bones for food and told to overcome emotion. The soul controller, like I got the world in my hand, y'all. 7-star on the crescent, word to universal sham God.
I want to introduce myself, Born King, Mathematics Law. You know what I'm saying? We in the heart, a true cipher, T-Dot, Toronto, Canada, Sea Law Nation. You know, on top of the rooftop where we filmed Arm, Leg, Leg, Arm, Head, which was a tribute that we did to the 50th anniversary of the nation. Yeah, you know, we here. This is like our Mecca. You know, where the knowledge was first born. Out here, I rest in Steel City, which is only half an hour outside of True Cypher, but we represent True Cypher and Steel Cities. They're like, you know, home one and the same.
Universal order behind that what you see, you looking up, but what's really at the center is me. And you and I verse, that's everything in between. You can't claim king if you getting run by your queen. My steeds like father-in-law in 63. Wake them up by revealing they jeans right in the street. I got that doggone vision, yeah, I'm serious, B. We see it all, no mysteries, G. No non-scene intervention or whitewash images, lies. Please keep the God cipher divine.
Peace, what's going on, man? It's Logic, man, representing Stolen from Africa out here in Toronto, Canada, man. Shout out to, man, to the law school of Mecca, man. You already know, man. Peace to the guys, man. You know what it is. Out here, man, Born King. Stolen from Africa, you know what I mean? We build on just, you know, bringing awareness of African diaspora and culture and history, because obviously, you know, out here, you know, our history is not really being taught to us. We got to, like, you know, make our own lane. And we've been working in, like, in schools and motivating the youth since, like, 2004. Right now we have like an official partnership with the school board. You know, we've done a few different projects, like a documentary called Stolen from Africville, which you can check it out online, which outlines the historic black community of Nova Scotia. You know, a lot of people know about the Underground Railroad. You know how you know, enslaved Africans came to Canada to find freedom and live happily ever after, but another thing began. You know, a lot of people don't know that slavery existed here in Canada, and we do like a lot of like documentation on that. So you can check out our website, stolenfromafrica.com, for more information. And you know what I mean? It's just about spreading knowledge, man. INFMEGA, man, that's what's up, man. You know, out here building, out here in Toronto, man, right here in the market. Man, shout out to the brothers, man, putting it down, man. That's what it is.
We left True Cypher, which is Toronto, Canada. Now we in Cypher True, which is Ottawa, the capital. You know what I'm saying, Ontario. This is where all the decisions are made. You know what I'm saying, we right in front of the Parliament building. This is our universal parliament where all decisions are made out here in Sea Law Nation. You know what I'm saying? We right out front. I don't know if you can see it, but the first black woman on our bills. You know, this year she was first. It says available late 2018. That's Viola Desmond. She's like our Rosa Parks out here. She is the first black businesswoman from Halifax that was basically fighting for truth and justice for black people, you know what I'm saying, in her time, you know what I mean? Like, she's like our Rosa Parks. Like, she went to the theaters where it was all white. So say all white, she was like, she demanded her respect and went into those theaters and didn't leave. She got charged and went to jail for doing that, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, she fought for that. And now she's on our bill, the Knowledge Cipher bill, which is also justice, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? That's Viola Desmond, the first black woman that's on our Canadian bill, you know what I mean? And it's peace for that, you know what I mean? You know, so that's what it is, you know? We out here in Cipher Truth, you know, with the God INFMEGA, you know what I'm saying? Peace to the gods and the earth.
Peace.
While walking the land, me and the guard encountered an FOY brother. We decided to greet him in peace and build with him.
How you doing?
I just love God. What's going on here?
All right.
Born King of Love. Yeah.
Calvin Muhammad.
Calvin Muhammad, peace, Calvin.
You know Supreme Wisdom?
My name is Allah Infinite.
Hey, all 20.
You know Supreme Wisdom?
Yes, I know the Supreme Wisdom.
Okay.
All my heart, brother.
Yeah?
With all your heart.
120, brother.
120.
120.
Okay, peace.
So today is what? The 16th. So what's the 16th degree in Lost Prime Muslim lesson number 2?
15 is 16 is 5%.
Do you know the degree?
Huh?
Do you know it? How well do you know it?
Who's the 5%?
Who's the 5% on his poor
Poor
heart?
righteous teachers. I know. The poor righteous teachers.
Okay.
Okay, no, that's peace. That's peace. No. Well,
I said, I'm like, but who know the truth about the living God, right? And teach.
That the children
That,
live.
right?
Right.
Good.
Okay. Well, you're not saying
As
it all.
opposed to the bloodsuckers.
All right.
And as opposed to the 85%.
We improvise, but it's,
You have to do it like that.
you have to do it like that.
You know what I mean? That's it.
85.
You know what them lessons say first thing? For who only?
For the believers.
No, I said for Muslim
Muslim
only.
only.
For the Muslim only. Huh?
You don't just promote that in public, right?
Right.
That's what your brother said, yeah.
Well, but our Father, Allah, had broke that seal and revealed that to the baby. So this how brothers like myself and him got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
Brother Clarence 13X. I know.
and
the
you know what I'm
father,
saying?
brother.
You know about the Father. So our Father was the one who broke that seal, and that's why the truth is out here like that. You know, as opposed to it being concealed. You
I'll tell you
know.
something though. Having that truth, don't forget. This brother, this European here, what Elijah Muhammad says, so smart. He will fool you 100%. So be very careful.
Right.
Make sure you have all 120 up.
Right. Of course.
That one there in the U.S. will fool you 95%. This
The one in Canada, you saying? The one here.
the loyalists,
The loyalists.
the aristocrats.
The aristocrat. Okay.
Understand? They were the cooks. So 1812 was to do what? And then the partition line was here. Where the loyalists are here, they still have cannons pointing over there.
Right.
That's right, you understand? So you gotta have them lessons hard here. But everything that you see here is so nice. You know, there ain't nobody with no police, no arms, and everything good. Well, tell me something. How do they control? If they don't have to walk around with arms.
Right. So, brother, you know what I mean? Well, see, that's interesting that you say that. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean to interrupt you and what you're doing.
Well, we can talk while we do this, you know?
Okay, well, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's interesting that you say that because the 35th degree talks about the devil's expiration date. All right? And the expiration date, as we cross by over here, it's talking about 1914. So the devil's expiration date is 1914. And the reason why he's still ruling is because of what he tells the people.
No, the reason why he's still ruling is because you and I ain't get up yet.
But that's what I'm saying. We don't understand the power.
Understand?
But that's what I mean. Yeah, right.
We don't understand the 120.
No, I understand the 120, and we put it in practice as a rebuilding.
When we understand the 120, I will see your name there. I will see your name there.
Oh, that's a process.
Hey.
Oh, that's a process. You know what I'm saying?
I will see your name over things.
That's a process. You know what I'm saying?
And you always have to be careful, especially here. Be very, very careful. This city here.
There's a lot of 85s, it's hard to teach them.
No, it's not really the 85 you gotta worry about here, man.
So 10%?
It's the 10% here, man. It's the 10% that group. Play with that here. That's a 10%, that's heavy 10%.
You guys have a temple out here?
Yeah, we've got stuff in here since 93.
Oh, okay.
92, 93.
Okay. That's please. I never knew. I mean, I seen you every now and then.
I've been out here in this mall here since 94.
Yeah.
93, 94.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let us know whenever you guys have any meetings, you know what I mean? I'll come by and check it out.
Some brothers, you will find the brothers are meeting at the Bronson Center, which I think is 200 Bronson Avenue, if I remember correctly. Bronson Center on Fridays at 7 and on Sundays at 11. Okay? Because at Bronson Center, I know they rebroadcast Moss Mariam. So you see Moss Mariam live.
Okay.
Alright.
That's what y'all do.
That's the best
Question, how come y'all don't give out like the final call?
After they do, but you can't put on the final call here.
Oh, in Canada? You can't sell the final call in Canada?
We've been selling the final call since 94. Yeah.
In Canada, okay. So would you say? So,
hand to hand though to the regular people?
No, you can do that, but then you solicit in here.
you can't solicit it.
You can't do that here. So I tell you, I watch.
So you could just give these out.
It's the final call right here. Isn't that it's not the minister article from the final call?
So, but this is free. This is free.
It's just free.
Okay, so that's why. So you can't sell.
So
you can't sell it.
So here's the farmer. What am I doing?
Oh, okay, planting seeds. Okay, peace. That's peace.
That's peace, brother.
That's peace, brother. Calvin Muhammad?
Yes, sir.
Calvin Muhammad. I appreciate you, you know what I'm saying?
I appreciate all you, my brother.
All right. But listen, I'm from a law school in Mecca. I'm from New York, actually.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? As you see, I got my camera with me. I did a little recording. I most likely will air this or share this with the people.
Damn, you been jamming me with that?
No, I wouldn't want to jam you. I mean, no, I had to get.
He said he wanted to get to drop. You want to get a drop from you, like a shout out.
But I want to be able to share. I mean, like, I wouldn't want to do it against you because you're my brother.
No, that's my brother. Tell my brothers in New York, Brother Minister Hafiz. I love that brother.
Okay, Hafiz. Okay, peace.
That's the man. That's number 7 right there.
That's peace.
Hafiz.
But I just want to let you know that being that I was recording, I'm not trying to be sneaky about it. I want to tell you that I would be true.
I didn't realize you were doing it.
Okay, well now that you know, would you be okay if I shared it with my brothers?
That's good. Honesty is honesty, man.
Okay, that's it.
That's how it is.
I want to share it with my brothers and add, you know. And I'm from a law school in Mecca.
Yes.
So have you ever heard of that? Have you ever heard of law school in Mecca?
No, I heard of a law school, but not the one in Mecca.
There's one in Mecca. There's one in Medina.
Yeah.
There's one in Harlem.
But if you're telling me you're in Mecca, then you're in Detroit.
No. Well, our Mecca is in Harlem.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's where our Mecca. That's where we made the knowledge and wisdom. Yeah, that's where we made. That's our heart. And that's where our home, where the original man started manifesting these teachings.
I got my family all down there in New York, brother. I got family all over the planet.
Okay.
I see you out here doing the work, man. So that's peace. I'm always gonna respect your brother. As out here trying to speak, spread the truth. You know what I mean? So I always got respect for the Nation of Islam brothers. You know what I mean? We gotta stick together. We gotta definitely build.
They say when I look at you, I'm looking at God.
Looking at God. That's what I'm looking at. Right, exactly.
All right. Well, peace.
Love,
in Canada, from Canada. That's Canada right there. You in Canada?
Yes, sir. All right, big brother.
I appreciate your time, though, brother. Peace, man.
After maintaining in Cipher Truth, Ottawa, me and the guard decided to hit the road for a 2-hour trip to Montreal to add on with a few members of KillArmy.
Peace to the guards, you know what I mean? A law school Mecca, you already know, man. We from the Grains of Shaolin. This Dom Pachino, the Puerto Rican terrorist, KillArmy, Napalm representative, you know what I mean? Divine power is the attribute, you already know. Peace to the guards.
Yo, it's B9, aka Kinetic, law born. Peace to the law school Mecca. Word up, the God born king.
Peace, God.
Yo, peace. This is your boy Bugsy the God right here, the advocate. And I want to give a shout out to a law school, you know what I mean? Keep that shit 100.
Peace.
It's prime time, slime, you already know. It's prime time, you already know. Yeah, I'm bringing on that now I flow. This is PR Terrorists, we about to blow the fucking house off. Wake the fuck up, 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 you better wake the fuck up or get broke the fuck up. The bitch will be around, son, suck that shit up. Nigga was set shot, niggas will smoke that shit up. So wake the fuck up or get broke the fuck up. Wake the fuck up or get broke the fuck up. The bitch will be around, son, suck that shit up. Nigga was set shot, niggas will smoke that shit up. So wake the fuck up or get broke the fuck up. What up, Montreal? Montreal, what's up, baby?
On the Knowledge Guard Day of October, just the day before I left Canada, the Cannabis Act went into effect and legalized recreational use of marijuana in Canada. This act set a framework for controlling the production, distribution, sale, and possession of weed all across Canada. According to the dailybonnet.com, less than 24 hours after cannabis became legal in Canada, the federal government announced that they had made so much money in tax revenue from the sale of legal weed that they were able to pay off the country's entire $650 billion debt. I had a supreme time out in CLR's nation. Looking forward when I can get back and make my return. Peace to Born King and Queen Divine for their hospitality. It was much appreciated. Peace.
I like this INFMEGA. Do it again.